much for guiding us today, and I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here and have this opportunity to teach and meet you all. I always love to meet new people and teach to new people and learn. My nonprofit of choice is called sleeptightkids.org. And Sleep Tight Kids it's an hometown grown nonprofit. Jill, who runs it, she was a teacher and she saw the need in schools. And so she developed this whole nonprofit around bags for kids. And so people get like the police officers who are taking kids from homes in the middle of the night, social workers, places like that, group homes, they get a bag that is for each kid, and it has a blanket, a book, a toothbrush, toothpaste, a stuffed animal. Sometimes there's socks in it, and these are handed out to kids who sometimes leave their homes with nothing. And so we usually do around 10,000 a year, handing those out, serving 9 counties. I am on the board, and it is a nonprofit that is very close to my heart. So anything you can give will be well used, and everything goes to the kids. No one on the board gets paid. So if it speaks to your heart, look up sleeptightkids.org and make that donation. And with that, we will get started. So landing on our mat in a comfortable seated position. And have your block nearby, because we will use that during the first part of our class. So just take a moment here to be grounded. Maybe turn your palms up if you're ready to receive, or your palms down on your knees if you are looking for inside wisdom. And just begin breathing normally. Just taking that deep, full breath in and letting it go. And at any time you're ready to begin an ujjayi breath, please feel free to do that. That is the one that we will carry with us throughout our practice. Closing your eyes and just noticing how your body feels this morning. And as I lead this class, it's going to be about self-love. The middle school program and the women's program that I teach is about really finding your authentic self and loving yourself first, and letting that love lead you into your soul's purpose. So maybe if you're ready, bringing both hands to your heart center, keeping your eyes closed, noticing the rise and fall of your breath. I'm going to share a little poem here before we get started. As I have struggled with you all my life, I've spoken to you as I would never have another. Beaten, bruised, sad, and negated, I have let you live like this far too long. As I stand here looking in this mirror, I know I see strength, resilience, love, compassion. Even during my most hurtful rants, you woke me up every morning and carried me without fail through each day. I see it now, all the beauty inside and out. I see the miracles you hold within. I see you. I see me. My heart, my soul, my journey, my strength. And I want to say I love you. And I am so grateful for you, my body, my mind, my heart, my soul. Take a deep breath in and let it go. On your inhale, bring your fingertips up to the sky, grounding through your hips, but reaching through your fingers. Maybe looking up if that feels good on your neck. As you exhale, left hand to right knee. Give yourself a gentle twist, just starting out, warming up. Maybe looking over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, finding that length from ribs to hips. And exhale, twisting the other way. Focusing on your breath. Inhale, bring it back to center. And as you exhale, drop your hands behind your back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Drop your head back. Let your heart open. Let your throat open. On your inhale, bringing your fingertips back to the sky. And exhale, forward fold over your legs. Maybe reaching your fingertips out just a little further, but letting your body fall wherever it will. And then walk our hands back up to that seated position. And we're going to grab our block and put our block in front of us. And the sides of your feet come to the block. If this is uncomfortable, you can definitely remove the block and sit in this butterfly position. And maybe holding your toes, go ahead and warm up your thighs, your knees fluttering. You can choose to stay here or take a deep breath in and slowly folding over that block over your feet. Just allow your lower back to open, your hips to begin to open. And take one more breath here. And release. And inhale, coming up. Let's remove our block to the side. We will use that again later. And let's come into a child's pose. Knees are wide. Hips to your heels. Fingertips reach out long. Again, making that space from your ribs to your hips, maybe all the way to your fingertips. And just take this few breaths here, feeling the grounding through the entire front of your body. Spread your fingers out wide. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, come through tabletop and bring your belly to the earth. We're going to walk our toes back, making space through our lower back. Elbows come under your shoulders. Before we rise up into a Sphynx pose, let's just let our head drop here. Maybe you feel a stretch in your neck between your shoulder blades. And then pressing into your elbows, lengthening through the crown of your head, puffing your chest out once again, opening your heart. If you need a little more, press into your hands, coming up to a cobra. One more breath. And lower down, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, and make your way into our first down dog. And walking that dog out, allowing your heels to drop as they need to. Lifting through your hips, let your head drop, shake it yes and no. Check in with your thoughts, let them come and go. Remind yourself how strong you are here in this down dog. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, walk your hands to your feet. Inhale with a half lift. Lengthen through your spine. And exhale, forward fold. And hanging here in ragdoll. Maybe you grab your elbows. See if you can release just a little more through your lower back. And then as we roll up one vertebra at a time, taking that full breath in. Let your shoulders come up to your ears, roll them down your spine. Finding your Tadasana, your power pose. I tell my middle school girls, this is who you are. You walk in the room like you own the place, leading with your heart and your beauty. When you're ready, take that deep breath in, reach up. And as you exhale, drop your hands behind your back, take a clasp, pull your shoulders back. Again, if it feels good on your neck, let your head drop, your heart open, your throat open. And keeping that clasp behind your back, let's take a forward fold here. And as you exhale here, see if you can fold just a little deeper if that feels good for you. Continuing with that clasp, rising back up, releasing your hands, and notice the blood flow back to your fingertips. That prana, that life force. On your inhale, reach up. As you exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale with a half lift, and exhale, walk it out, coming to a high plank. You can drop to your knees if that is good for you. You may roll through a vinyasa or drop to your knees and your chest. A little up dog here, and then taking it back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Deep inhale all the way into your belly. And let it go. On your inhale, let's take our right leg up, 3-leg dog. And then bend your knees, stacking your hips, open up. You can rotate your ankle if that feels good. And inhale, coming back to 3-leg dog. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale fully all the way to the belly. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg goes up, 3-leg dog. And then bend your knee, stack your hips. Maybe rotate your ankle. And then back to 3-leg dog. And bring it down. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, step to the front of your mat. Inhale with a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up, fingertips to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Now, if you haven't already set an intention for your class, maybe take the time here to set that intention, to remind yourself how beautifully unique, wonderful, and perfect you are in this moment, in this life. Breathe in that intention and let it go. Now, still at the front of your mat, we're going to keep our right foot forward, step our left foot back, coming into a lunge. And inhale, fingertips to the sky. As we inhale, we're going to straighten our right leg. And exhale, open our chest with cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Breathe in here with cactus arms, knees strong, deep bend here. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring your hands to heart center. Breathe in, lengthen through your spine. As you breathe out, you can take your left elbow to your right knee, twisting here, or left hand to the mat, right hand to the sky. Twisting out all that self-doubt, all that negative self-talk, allowing yourself to be open to the beauty within. One more breath in and out. On your next inhale, let's rotate up to a warrior 2. So still strong in that right knee. Left pinky toe is grounded to the earth. Your shoulders are tucked, but your fingers are lengthening. Expanding through your heart center, out both fingertips. On your inhale, exalted warrior, reaching back, opening the entire right side of your body. And exhale to side angle, right elbow to right knee. Left fingers are reaching up. Grounding through your left pinky toe, expanding through your left fingertips. Now check in with your shoulder and your right ear. Make space there. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to drop our right hand to the earth, left hand straight up to the sky. Notice your breath. Notice your thoughts. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, left hand comes down, step it back, right leg back, do a high plank or drop to your knees. Rolling through your vinyasa or dropping to your knees. Whatever works best for you, we will meet in down dog. And when you make it to down dog, focus on your breath. Feel your ribs expand, your belly expand. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reaching all the way up, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, bringing your hands to heart center. Recalling that intention you set, noticing your beautiful heart, your beautiful soul. Take a breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to step back, right foot back, coming into that lunge. Find your grounding and then lift. On our inhale, straighten your left knee. And exhale, deep bend, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. And exhale, cactus. Stay here. Breathe in. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, your right elbow can go to your left knee or right hand to the earth and left hand to the sky. Your shoulders are tucked, but you're lengthening fingertip to fingertip. Take a breath in and let it go. On your next inhale, we're going to windmill ourselves to warrior two. Left foot is still forward. Finding your grounding and then your length. Take a deep breath in and let it go. On your inhale, exalted warrior. And as you exhale, let's come to side angle. Again, keeping that space between your shoulder and your ear, and then expanding from a right pinky toe to right pinky finger. Maybe you pull your right shoulder back a little more, looking up to the ceiling. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your right hand straight to the sky, left hand to the mat. Staying strong in that left bent knee. Reaching through your right fingertips. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your right hand down. Rotate your right foot and step forward. Inhale with a half lift. And exhale, fold. And let's tuck our hands up under our feet for gorilla pose. Finding that length through your spine, through the back of your legs. Maybe swaying just a little bit here. And if you need a shoulder stretch, press your toes into your palms, lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your hands and roll up one vertebrae at a time. Again, allowing your shoulders to come up and then come down your spine to that Tadasana. Grounding through your left foot. Let's bring our right foot up for tree. Keeping integrity in your left hip. Try not to hang out in it. And then opening through your right hip. Remember, wobbling builds muscle. Falling builds character. Your hands can go wherever they need to go here. One more breath. And release. Shake it out. Ground through your right toe, right toes, all four corners of that right foot. Keep that integrity in your right hip. Shoulders are back. Left foot comes up for tree. Again, listening to your body. Where do your arms want to be? Beautiful. One more breath. And release. Shake it out. We're going to make our way to a half moon. Half moon is one of my favorite balancing poses. I don't always do it perfectly because that's who we are, right? But right foot, right hand grounds. Your left foot flexes and your left hand reaches for the sky. Now, what makes this my favorite? It's just a very powerful pose. It opens from the crown of your head to your heel and your fingertips to your fingertips. And there is so much power flowing through your hand and your foot as you stay in this pose. One more breath, and let's forward fold. Shaking out that right hip, and let your body absorb all the power, all the strength that you just used to be in that pose. Let's roll up. Awakening those vertebrae. And let's take it to the left side. So your left foot grounds. And again, I didn't say this earlier, but you can use a block if you need to bring the floor closer to your body, closer to the hand. So flexing through your right foot, right hand to the sky. Feel that grounding through your left, reaching for the sky with your right. Tuck your shoulders, pull your core in. Notice you're wobbling, you're building those muscles. One more breath. And let's forward fold once again. Let your head dangle here. See if you can release a little more through your lower spine. And then when you're ready, rolling up. Shoulders to ears. Roll them down your spine. Find your Tadasana once again. Remember, this is your power pose. This is you walking into a room saying, here I am in all my glory. And then when you're ready, let's use our core, pull our right knee up, flex your right toes. You're reaching your fingertips toward the earth. Now you can stay right here, or you can take it back to airplane. Working towards your hips being level, your foot is flexed, your right foot is flexed. Your fingertips are reaching toward your right heel. One more breath and bring it up. And then we'll do that on the other side. Right foot grounds, find that straight, strong pose. Left knee comes up. Flex your toes, find your drishti, and begin to tip over into airplane. You got it. Now see if you can find your smile. One more breath. And then bring it down and shake it out. When you're ready, stepping to the front of the mat, let's inhale, find that length. Exhale, fold. Half lift. Step back to your high plank. Now, if you need to be on your knees, that is fine. We're going to stay here for just a few breaths. Igniting our core, igniting our heart, igniting our shoulders. Take a breath in and take it back to down dog. Breathe in and breathe out, high plank. Breathe in, breathe out, down dog. Breathe in, breathe out, high plank. One more time, breathe in and breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg up and step it through, coming into your pigeon pose. You can use a block underneath your right hip. And let's sit here for a breath or two, puffing our chest out, shining our light to the world. You deserve to love yourself before you love anyone else. One more breath. And then slowly fold. And as you're here in pigeon, allow whatever comes up, come up. If anything is stuck that needs to be released, breathe it out, let it go. It is my theory that we work through our challenges in our life and we do not get over things. They get stuck or they get worked through. There's always stuff stuck. So that is why we do these hip openers, these heart openers, so we can let go of those things that no longer serve us. And we can love what those things make us, what those things have made us. The beautiful, loving, amazing, creative people we are. We let go of limiting beliefs so we can believe in ourselves. I'm just going to flip around here so I can show you guys. So take one more breath in wherever your pigeon is. On your next inhale, just bring your chest up and forward, just like we were when we started. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can bring your right elbow into the crook of your right foot. Press your hands together. And of course, if your elbow does not reach your foot, you can just be on your mat wherever your body lets you go. Feel where this opens you up. Find ease in this pose. One more breath here. And then release. Begin to unwind. And slowly make your way to a three-legged dog. Shaking out your right leg in whatever way you need to. And before we come into a complete down dog, we're going to take our right foot behind our left. So you're crossed at the ankles. And just give a gentle stretch here. Inhale, take your right leg back up to three-leg dog. And exhale, bring it down. On your next inhale, let's take our left leg up and slowly make our way into a pigeon on the left side. And using any props that you need to in this point, let's puff our chest out, open our heart. And then slowly melting over our left leg, finding the perfect place for your pigeon. Now create a mantra for yourself, an affirmation, a positive, loving affirmation. I am. I am beautiful. I am creative. I am perfectly imperfect. I am everywhere, everything that I need to be right here in this moment. And you can carry this affirmation with you throughout the rest of your day, the rest of your weekend. And tomorrow's Mother's Day. So maybe share that mantra with your mother and remind her of the beautiful, amazing person she is. On our next inhale, let's walk our hands up, find that length. And then however your twist is, taking your left elbow to the mat or to the inside of your left foot, pressing into your hands if that feels good. Maybe looking toward the ceiling. Imagine twisting out any self-doubt, any limiting beliefs. You can leave that on your mat. You no longer need to carry it with you. On your next inhale, slowly begin to unwind. Tuck your right toes and take your left leg to the sky. Walk it out however you need to stretch it out. And then dropping your left foot on the opposite side of your right, crossing at your ankles. Maybe pressing your heels toward the mat. And as we inhale, taking our left leg up and then bringing it down to a full down dog. Now spreading your feet apart a little better than hips width. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to take our right hand to our left ankle, calf, or thigh, twisting underneath our left armpit. As you inhale, bring it back to center. Take that breath in. And then twisting the other way, left hand to right ankle, calf, or thigh. One more breath. And untwist. And we're going to bring our knees down to the mat and come up onto our knees. With your hands behind your back, supporting your lower back, tuck your shoulders. Lift the crown of your head to the ceiling. Now you can stay right here, or you can slowly begin to drop back into a camel pose. If it is in your practice, reaching for your heels and gently pressing your hips forward into a full camel. Take one more breath in. And then gently making your way back up and into a child's pose. Here in this child's pose, let your heart melt into your mat. Notice its beating, its rhythm. Have gratitude Gratitude for your beautiful heart. On your next inhale, bring your knees under you just a little more. Let's walk ourselves out into puppy pose, melting heart pose. So we're melting our heart just a little more. Opening up. Your knees and hips are in alignment. Your heart is reaching for the mat. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, let's come on to our elbows once again. Walk your toes back, make that space. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Let's drop our head down. And just notice any difference from the first one to the one we're doing now. Maybe shake your head no and yes. And then to begin once again to press your elbows into the earth, lift the crown of your head. Here's your affirmation one more time. I am perfectly imperfect. I am beautiful. I'm compassionate. Press your hands into the mat if you need more, pressing up to a cobra. Breathe in and breathe out. Lower all the way down. Let's take a few breaths of rest. Making a pillow with your hands. Allow the rest of your body to relax completely. Breathing into your belly. Feeling that expand through your back. One more breath. And then pulling your hands out from under your forehead. Let's reach our fingertips to our heels. Taking the crown of your head in front of you, your toes behind you. Tuck your shoulders as you lift into Locust Pose. So imagine you're flying right here. One more breath. And bring it down. Take a breath in. And let it go. And let's come back into that Locust Pose. And you can choose to stay right here, or if you would like to reach for your ankles, press into a floor bow. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. And release. And as you release, pushing back into a child's pose. And from child's pose, we'll move into tabletop. So wrists, elbows, shoulders are in alignment, knees and hips are in alignment. On our inhale, we're going to take our right hand up to the sky. Again, making that expansion from fingertip to fingertip. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, thread the needle, right shoulder to the mat. And your left hand can reach in front of you, or maybe reach behind you. And pressing into the mat, deepening that shoulder stretch as much as you need. Take one more breath. And then release your left hand back to the mat. And we're going to unthread ourselves, take our right hand to the sky. Maybe drop your right hand to your left hip, opening just a little more. Breathe in and breathe out, all fours. About 3 cat-cows here. Drop in your belly on your inhale and then curling up nose to belly button on your exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, curl. Last one. Inhale, drop your belly. And exhale, curl. Rounding through our right hand. We're going to lift through our left hand. Squeezing out. One more breath. And then thread your left hand through your right side, left shoulder to the mat, right hand wherever you need it to be. In front of you, by your face, or tucked behind your back. Each side is different, so listening to your body. Take one more breath in. And then bring your right hand to the mat. Left hand reaches for the sky. Tuck your shoulders. And then your left hand can reach towards your right hip or keep it up in the air, whatever works best for you. One more breath. And then bring it back to all fours. 3 cat-cows right here. Flowing with your breath at your pace. Last one, inhale up. And exhale, curl. And then if you have a bolster, just have it nearby. We're not going to use it in this next pose, but we will use it in the following. So just gently making your way to your back. And let's have our knees bent and your fingertips reaching toward your heels. Go ahead and tuck your shoulders here. Pull your core in tight. Now just take a few breaths here. Noticing the grounding through your toes, your heels, your fingertips, hips, back, shoulders, and the back of your head. Take that deep belly breath in and let it go. On your next inhale, lift into bridge pose, lifting your hips, squeezing your thighs together. One more breath. And exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hips to the sky. And this time, if you would like to take the clasp underneath you, you can clasp your hands, tucking your shoulders a bit more. Do you see that light shining from your heart? Do you feel the warmth? Take a deep breath in and release. And just take one foot to each side of your mat and just sway your knees gently. And before we move to our bolster, let's take a happy baby. So grabbing the outside of your feet with each hand, pressing your knees toward your armpits. And you can choose to rock back and forth. I prefer to really ground my lower back into the earth. So whichever feels best for you. One more breath. And then release. And this is when we're going to grab our bolster and we're going to put it long ways up the mat. And then you want your hips just right at the edge of the mat, and right at the edge of the bolster. And then slowly begin to melt over your bolster. And adjust as you need to. Let your hands fall out to the side. So this is kind of an assisted fish pose, if you want to see it that way. You're opening up your chest, your heart. You're opening up through your pelvis. If you want, you can bring the bottoms of your feet together into a Supta Badakanasana. If you prefer to get a little more movement in your lower back, we can just gently roll our pelvis up just to that level of your bolster. And then exhale, roll it back down. Just a nice, gentle lower back massage. And if you really love Supta Badakanasana and you don't want to come out of it, just know that we are going to go back into Supta Badakanasana if you want to try this. And just very slowly tucking your pelvis as you roll up and untuck as you roll down. Let's take 2 more of these. Rolling up, using all those core muscles and rolling down, allowing your pelvis to open, your heart to open, your belly to open. Last one, inhale up and exhale as you roll down. And now let's drop in to a Supta Badakanasana if you're not already there. Maybe untuck your chin if you have your chin tucked. So you're opening more through your throat. See if you can relax a little more into this pose, allowing that bolster to hold you. You can keep your arms out to the side or bring your hands to heart center. And while we're here, let's have a moment of gratitude. I'm grateful that each of you showed up to share this practice with me today. I'm grateful that my body moves in these beautiful ways, allowing my muscles to stretch and grow stronger. I'm grateful for the beat of my heart. I'm grateful for my breath. Your list of gratitudes may be totally different today, and that is okay. Take one more breath here and release, releasing your hands and gently coming up and taking that bolster out from under you. You can put it out to the side because you can use it in Savasana if you need to. And let's get a little bit into the abs. So we're gonna tuck our hands up under our hips and take our feet to the sky. Flex your toes. And we're gonna drop our right foot down about 30 degrees. Don't forget to breathe as you pull your core in tight and drop that right foot about 60. And bring your right foot to a hover. Now don't just let it hang out, but lengthen through your heel and lengthen through the crown of your head. Pull your core in tight. Bring it back up to that 60. And back to 30. And up to the sky. Keep your toes flexed. Left foot goes down 30 and hold here. And drop it to that 60. And drop it to the hover, lengthening through your heel, lengthening through the crown of your head. Bring it back up to 60. And 30. And feet to the sky. Now you can stay right here, or you could put a block under your hips for this inversion. Or if you prefer, you can do a shoulder stand. So totally up to you, just getting your toes above your head, above your heart. Whatever feels best for you right here in this moment. Listening to your body, listening to your needs. And if you chose shoulder stand, you are welcome to take your toes behind your head for plow. From plow to deaf man. And then whenever you're ready, coming down, if you're on your block, removing that block from underneath your hips and setting it off to the side. And let's just take the stretch from your heels to your fingertips. And then bringing your right knee into your chest. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, shift your right hips over and your right leg goes across your left into a spinal twist. Both hands can be on the floor, looking over your right fingertips. Now, this is one of my favorite poses to do before I even get up in the morning. I wake up and give myself a nice little twist, easing that stillness of the night, getting blood flowing. One more deep breath in. And then gently untwisting. We're going to come back to that elongated pose. Fingers reach above your head, toes reach away from you. And then bringing your left knee in. Shifting your hips over to the left and dropping your knees to the right. Again, your fingertips are on the mat out to the side, looking over your left middle finger. Again, finding ease in this pose. See if you can melt just a little more. One more breath. And then untwisting here. Let's take that elongated stretch. Fingertips to toes. And gently making your way into a Supta Badakanasana. One hand on your heart, one on your tummy. The bottoms of your feet pressing into each other. Realigning your spine. And one last hip opener here. Repeating your affirmation, I am. And let's make an affirmation, I am loved by me. I deserve to love myself. I deserve to honor myself, and I deserve to put myself first. And then whenever you're ready, melting into your Savasana. Allowing your body to take up space on your mat. Allowing your body to absorb all the good that you just did for it. When you're ready, inviting movement back into your body, moving your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking that deep stretch, whatever feels best for you. And when you're ready, rolling to your favorite side. Coming into that beloved fetal position. As I rest, I reflect. I acknowledge the beauty in my movement, my breath. I lay here motionless, grateful, absorbing all that I am capable of and all that I am. Here, I am, shining from my heart this light within. I no longer shield this light. I no longer hide in the shadows. For I am all I'm meant to be. I am love from within, shining on those without. As I rest, I reflect on all the love I deserve to give myself. And coming up to a seated position. And bringing your hands to heart center. Eyes still closed. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Bringing our thumb tips to our forehead, we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you all for being here today and join me for this practice. I hope it has brought you peace and a nice stretch and definitely self-love.
Thank you so much, Carrie. I think your lovely dog knows the word namaste. He like sat up as soon as you were done. It's so sweet.
He does. He has done quite a few yoga classes with me.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Thank you.
Carrie, thank you so much. And Kara Grace,
You're welcome.
as always, for holding the space.
Oh, you're so welcome, Barbara. It's nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. We'll see you hopefully next week. I'll be teaching. And
Lovely.
yeah, thank you, Carrie. Carrie, some people that had to leave early left you some notes in the chat. So just make sure that you see those.
Thank you. Yes.
Hey, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day, everyone.
Carrie
Thank
and
you so
Valerie.
much.
Thank you all. Have a great day.
Enjoy, everybody.
Thank you. My dog.